Let me ask you something. How bad do you really want the life you keep dreaming about? Because dreams sound good, but dreams without action are just wishes. Every single day, you're either building your future or you're making excuses. There's no in between. If you're serious about leveling up, it ain't gonna happen by accident. It's gonna happen because you made a decision to get up, show up, and grow up every single day. And today, I'm gonna give you the real keys to daily self-improvement, not the pretty stuff, not the easy stuff, but the stuff that actually changes lives. Every day you wake up with a new opportunity to improve, but here's the thing, improvement doesn't happen overnight. It's the small daily habits that build up over time, shaping your mindset, your actions, and your future. So let's talk about the simple yet powerful tips you need to practice every single day to move closer to becoming the best version of yourself. First, you've got to start your day right. How you begin the morning sets the tone for the rest of your day. Don't let the first thoughts in your head be negative or full of doubt. Instead, wake up with intention and purpose. Take a moment to affirm your goals, your strengths, and your worth. Start with gratitude, with clarity, and with confidence. Because when you begin the day with a positive mindset, everything that follows becomes easier to navigate. Now, let's talk about your most valuable asset, your health. You can have all the goals in the world, but if your body is not taken care of, nothing else matters. Move every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Exercise not only keeps your body in shape, but also boosts your energy, focus, and mood. Fuel your body with good food. Don't overlook your physical health, because a healthy body supports a productive and sharp mind. One of the most powerful habits you can cultivate is setting clear, achievable goals every day. Break your larger goals into smaller, bite-sized tasks. This prevents overwhelm and keeps you focused. Success isn't made by thinking about big dreams once in a while. It's made by taking consistent, daily actions that lead you closer to your vision. Every small victory is progress, and when you stack those victories up, you create momentum. Another essential habit is learning something new every day. The world is full of knowledge, and you don't need to become an expert in everything, but make it a point to expand your understanding. Read, listen to podcasts, take up new skills, or even just engage in meaningful conversations. The key is to be curious and continuously push yourself to grow. Knowledge not only empowers you, but it also opens doors to new opportunities you might not have considered. When challenges come your way, and trust me, they will, don't shy away from them. Instead, embrace them. Every setback, every obstacle is a chance to grow stronger. When things get tough, remember that growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone. It's in those moments that you truly develop resilience and gain wisdom. So, face challenges head on and use them as stepping stones to elevate yourself. Finally, reflect. At the end of each day, take a moment to look back. What went well? What could have been better? Reflecting on your actions and your decisions allows you to adjust and improve constantly. Self-reflection is a tool for growth because it makes you aware of where you're thriving and where you need to tweak your approach. By checking in with yourself regularly, you ensure you're always on the path of progress. Remember, self-improvement isn't about overnight success. It's about consistency, dedication, and a relentless commitment to becoming better than you were yesterday. Implement these daily habits, and you'll find yourself on a powerful journey towards success, fulfillment, and personal greatness. So start today, because your future is being shaped by what you do right now. When you wake up every morning, the world doesn't owe you anything, but what you do with the morning is everything. How you start your day is so important, it can literally shape the entire direction of your life. And here's the truth, the way you begin your day sets the foundation for everything that follows. You've heard people say, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. I get that, and I agree to some degree. But if we're being real, the start is everything. It's that crucial moment when you get to decide whether the rest of your day will be productive or wasted, full of energy or full of distractions, driven or aimless. It all begins with your mindset. The first few moments of your morning are an opportunity to program your mind. And let me tell you something. Your thoughts, the ones you feed yourself first thing, have incredible power. They can either lift you up or bring you down. Imagine waking up and thinking, I'm too tired, or I don't feel like doing anything today. How do you think that's going to affect the rest of your day? You're already setting yourself up for struggle before you even get out of bed. But on the flip side, if you wake up and tell yourself, I've got a fresh start today, or I'm going to make today count, then your brain gets to work on those thoughts. You're focusing on what you can do, not on what's holding you back. Your mind starts searching for opportunities, for solutions, for the right actions to take. But here's the key: positive thinking alone won't get you where you need to go. It's got to be combined with clear intention. Without intention, that positivity is just empty energy. Think about it. If you don't know what you're going after, if you don't know what you're aiming for, you're essentially floating through your day, reacting to whatever comes your way. That's not how successful people operate. They wake up with purpose. They know exactly what they want to achieve today, and that clarity fuels everything they do. The easiest way to do this is to create a morning routine that sets you up for success. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need an hour of meditation or a 10-step plan. But here's a simple way to structure your morning. First, as soon as you wake up, avoid jumping straight into your phone. The emails, the notifications, the news, they can wait. Instead, take a moment to just breathe and appreciate the fact that you've got another day to create something great. This is the time to acknowledge your goals, to remind yourself of why you're on this journey in the first place. You've got to affirm to yourself that today is important, that what you do today matters. And you can do this through simple affirmations. I am capable. Today I will make progress. Or I am in control of my success. Now, what happens after you've set that intention? Action. You've planted the seed in your mind, but now you've got to water it. You've got to take those first steps, no matter how small. And let me tell you, the first step, no matter how simple, is the hardest. It's always hard to get started, but the moment you take that first action, the moment you get out of bed and start moving, your momentum begins, and that's when the magic happens. The small wins build on each other, and before you know it, you're in full swing, crushing your goals for the day. I can't stress enough how critical it is to protect your mornings. There are so many distractions that will try to pull you in the moment you wake up. People, responsibilities, technology, they're all waiting to steal your time. But here's the deal. If you let the outside world dictate your day from the moment you wake up, you'll spend your life reacting to everything and everyone around you. Instead, you need to be in control. Own your mornings, and you'll own your day. And when you own your day, you take control of your life. When you wake up with the right mindset, when you set clear intentions and take action, you unlock the potential of the day ahead. You've got the power to make your day anything you want it to be. The challenge is to realize that you don't need to wait for motivation to show up. Motivation shows up when you take action. It's not some magical force. It's the product of doing what you said you would do. Starting your day strong isn't about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about making those first moments of the day count and using them to set the tone for everything that follows. So tomorrow, when you wake up, don't just roll over and check your phone. Take control. Set your mind in the right direction. Make a plan and take action. It's that simple, and trust me, when you do that every single day, your life will change in ways you can't even imagine. When you start strong, you finish strong. Now let me tell you something that too many people overlook. If you don't take care of your body, you're limiting your entire life. You can have the biggest dreams, the best ideas, all the hustle in the world. But if your body can't keep up, none of it's going to matter. Your health isn't something you think about only when something goes wrong. Your health is the foundation. It's the engine. It's what gives you the energy, the focus, the stamina to chase after everything you say you want. And it's not even about trying to look like a fitness model or run marathons. It's about respecting the gift you've been given, the body that carries you through this life, and making sure you're giving it the strength it needs to carry you toward your dreams. Every single day, you have to make a decision. Are you fueling your body to perform, or are you running it down? Are you treating yourself like a performance vehicle, or like a beat-up old car running on fumes? Think about it. If you had a brand new $1 million sports car, you wouldn't put the cheapest gas in it. You wouldn't ignore the maintenance. You wouldn't trash it. But people treat their bodies worse than they treat their cars. Fast food every day, no movement, no sleep, just go, go, go until the tank is empty. Then they wonder why they're exhausted, sick, unmotivated, and stuck. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. It starts with small, intentional choices. Move your body every day. I don't care if it's a full workout, a walk around the block, stretching for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just move. Movement is life. It gets the blood flowing, clears your mind, and builds strength, not just in your muscles, but in your confidence. Every time you move, you're telling yourself, I care enough about me to invest in me. And trust me, that little investment pays off big, and it's not just about exercise. What you put in your body matters too. Food is fuel. It's either helping you or it's hurting you. You don't have to be extreme. You're not auditioning for a health magazine cover, but you have to be conscious. You've got to ask yourself, is what I'm eating giving me the energy and strength to be at my best? If it's not, make better choices, more water, more real food, less junk that leaves you feeling sluggish and drained. It's not about dieting. It's about fueling your mission, your goals, your life. Now, let's talk about rest. Some people wear exhaustion like a badge of honor, like being busy and tired means they're doing something important. That's not it. Being busy doesn't mean you're being productive, and being tired all the time doesn't mean you're grinding. It means you're burning out. Your body needs rest to repair, to recharge, to be ready for the next big thing you're about to take on. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Stop glorifying sleepless nights and start honoring your body by giving it the rest it deserves. You wouldn't run a race car non-stop without pit stops. Same goes for you. Here's the truth nobody really wants to hear. Self-care is self-respect. Taking care of your health isn't selfish. It's not optional. It's essential. When you prioritize your health, you show up better for everything and everyone in your life. You have more energy for your family. You have more clarity for your business. You have more patience for the challenges. You're not dragging yourself through the day. You're attacking it with power and purpose. And don't let anyone make you feel guilty for putting your health first. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't build your dreams if you're too tired or too sick to chase them. You owe it to yourself and to everybody counting on you to be the strongest, healthiest version of yourself. Your dreams deserve a body that's capable of carrying them. Your future deserves the best you. Every single day, make a choice to honor the body you've been blessed with. Move it, fuel it, rest it, treat it with the respect it deserves, because when you feel better, you do better, and when you do better, you live better. It's that simple. Your body is your first home. Take care of it, because you can't build a mansion of success on a crumbling foundation. Now let's get real about something that trips a lot of people up. Big dreams are beautiful, but if you don't break them down into steps you can actually take every day, they'll stay dreams. They'll never turn into reality. It's like standing at the bottom of a mountain, staring up at the peak and saying, "Man, I want to be up there." but never figuring out where to put your first foot. You can want it with your whole heart, but wanting isn't enough. You need a plan. You need goals, and not just big, vague goals, clear, daily, achievable ones that move you forward, inch by inch. See, people love to dream about the finish line. They love to imagine the moment they're holding the trophy, signing the big contract, living in the dream house. But most folks don't want to talk about the early mornings, the late nights, the daily grind it takes to even get close. The truth is, success doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small steps stacked up over time. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to run full speed every day. You just need to keep moving forward. One step today, another step tomorrow, and before you know it, you're halfway up that mountain. One thing I always tell people, write your goals down. Don't just keep them floating around in your head. Get them on paper. There's something powerful about seeing your goals in front of you, clear and tangible. It holds you accountable. It reminds you that this isn't just some wish you thought up in the shower. This is a commitment. And don't just write the big lifetime goals either. Write down what you're going to do today. One thing, two things, that's it. Keep it simple and doable. Don't set yourself up to fail by trying to conquer the world by noon. Let's say your big dream is to own your own business. That's fantastic. But what's today's step? Maybe today you research how to register your business name. Maybe you write your first business plan draft. Maybe you call someone already in the field and ask for advice. That one step might not seem like much at first, but take enough of them and you start building momentum. And once you've got momentum, you're dangerous. You're moving with purpose, and momentum makes it easier to keep going even when you don't feel like it. You also have to understand that your goals need to be specific. I want to be successful isn't a goal. It's a wish. I want to save $50,000 this year by putting aside $100 every week. Now that's a goal. It's specific, it's measurable, and it tells you exactly what you need to do. Vague goals will have you spinning in circles, wondering why you're not making progress. Specific goals give you direction, like a GPS guiding you step by step toward where you want to go. And you know what else? Celebrate the small wins. Too many times, people wait until they've reached the big milestone before they allow themselves to feel proud. Forget that. Every step forward is worth celebrating. Every time you follow through on a goal you set for yourself that day, you're proving to yourself that you're serious. You're building confidence. And confidence, just like success, gets built little by little, day by day. You also have to be flexible. Life happens. Sometimes the goal you set for today doesn't get done exactly the way you wanted. That's all right. Adjust, reroute, but don't lose sight of the destination. It's like driving with GPS. Sometimes you miss a turn, but you don't stop driving. You find another way to get there. Same with your goals. Stay committed to the mission, even if the method has to change. The magic isn't in grand gestures. It's in the daily discipline. It's waking up, setting your intention, knocking out your tasks, and doing it again tomorrow. It's trusting that those small, faithful steps will add up to something big, and they will if you stay consistent. You want a better life, set better goals. You want to see real change, take real steps every single day. Dreams are free. Goals cost something. They cost discipline, focus, and action. But trust me, the life you want is worth the price. The climb might be slow, but the view from the top is worth every single step. If you really want to step your game up, if you really want to get ahead, you have to make a decision to learn something new every single day. I'm talking about making learning a daily habit, like brushing your teeth or tying your shoes. Because the truth is, the world is changing too fast to think you can stay in the same place and still win. What you knew yesterday might not be enough tomorrow. The people who grow, the people who succeed, they're the ones who are always looking for the next lesson, the next skill, the next bit of wisdom they can add to their toolbox. Learning doesn't have to mean sitting in a classroom or getting another degree. It's not about titles or letters behind your name. It's about staying hungry, staying curious. Every day you should be asking yourself, what can I learn today that will make me better than I was yesterday? Because if you're not growing, you're stuck. And if you're stuck, you're falling behind whether you realize it or not. Some people think learning has to be this big event, like they have to wait until they have hours free to dive into a new subject or take some fancy course. That's not it. Learning happens in the small moments. 5 minutes reading an article, 10 minutes listening to a podcast while you're driving, watching a documentary instead of another episode of reality TV, having a conversation with somebody who knows more about something than you do. Every little bit adds up. Every time you choose to feed your mind instead of just passing time, you're making an investment in yourself. And that investment always pays off. It's not about knowing everything. It's about being open to learning anything. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs come from the most unexpected places. You might hear one sentence in a book or one idea in a conversation that completely shifts the way you see your life, your goals, your purpose. But you have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to be a student, even when you think you've got it figured out. Pride will block your blessings quicker than anything else. Thinking you already know enough will keep you exactly where you are. And let me tell you, learning isn't always comfortable. Growth never is. Learning means admitting there's more you don't know. It means being willing to stumble, to be a beginner, to make mistakes. But that's where the magic happens. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once a student. Don't be afraid to be bad at something new. Don't be afraid to stretch yourself. That discomfort you feel, that's the feeling of your potential expanding. That's the feeling of you getting better. You also have to be intentional about what you're learning. Not everything out there is worth your time. There's a lot of noise in the world. Gossip, negativity, distractions that want to pull you away from your path. You have to guard your mind. You have to be selective. Learn things that push you forward, not things that hold you back. Focus on knowledge that aligns with your goals, your values, your mission. And here's something you can't forget. It's not just about learning for the sake of learning. It's about applying it. You can read every book on success, watch every motivational video, attend every seminar. But if you don't act on what you learn, it's useless. Wisdom isn't just knowledge. Wisdom is knowledge applied. So when you learn something new, ask yourself, how can I use this? How can this make me better today? Then do something with it. That's how you turn learning into results. One small new idea, one fresh perspective, one improved skill. Those things build up. They separate the average from the exceptional. They separate the talkers from the doers. Every day you learn, you sharpen your sword. Every day you get a little more prepared for the opportunities that are coming your way. And when they show up, you'll be ready to grab them with both hands because you've been doing the work. So don't ever think you're too smart, too old, too successful, or too busy to learn something new. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. Stay hungry, stay teachable, stay growing, because the next level of your life is waiting on the next lesson you're willing to learn. Let's talk about something that might just be the most powerful influence on your life, the people you keep around you. See, you can have all the ambition in the world, all the hustle, all the good habits, but if you're surrounded by negative, small-minded, toxic people, you're going to find yourself stuck. Energy is contagious. Mindsets are contagious. And if you're spending all your time around people who don't believe in growth, who don't believe in dreaming big, who always have something negative to say, guess what? That energy is going to pull you down before you even realize it. You've got to protect your environment like your life depends on it, because it does. The wrong people can kill your dreams before they even get off the ground. They'll plant little seeds of doubt in your mind. They'll make you second guess yourself. They'll tell you to be realistic, to stop reaching so high, to settle for what's safe. And if you're not careful, you'll start believing them. You'll start shrinking your dreams to fit into their small view of the world. But here's the good news. The right people can lift you higher than you ever thought you could go. When you're around people who are driven, who are positive, who are chasing their own goals and cheering for yours too, something amazing happens. You level up without even trying. Their energy pushes you. Their ambition inspires you. Their belief in themselves reminds you to believe in yourself. You need people who challenge you, who call you out when you're slacking, who expect greatness from you because they see greatness in you. Now, I'm not saying you have to cut everybody out of your life overnight. I'm not telling you to be cold or ruthless, but you do need to be intentional. You have to ask yourself, is this person feeding my growth or starving it? Are they adding to my energy or draining it? And if you find that someone is constantly dragging you into negativity, into gossip, into complaining about everything and doing nothing about it, you need to create some space, protect your peace, protect your purpose. And don't get it twisted, sometimes the people closest to you, the ones you love the most, they're the ones who can't see your vision. They're not bad people. They just can't see what you see because it wasn't given to them. It was given to you. Sometimes their doubts are just their own fears talking. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to argue with them. You just have to love them from a little further away while you stay committed to your journey. You've also got to be bold enough to seek out people who are ahead of you, people who have done what you're trying to do, people who can teach you, inspire you, show you what's possible. You can't be the smartest person in every room you walk into. If you are, you're in the wrong rooms. Growth happens when you stretch yourself, when you're around people who make you a little uncomfortable because they're operating on a higher level. That discomfort, that's where the growth is. That's where the lessons are. You've got to be humble enough to learn and bold enough to believe that you belong there. It's also important to understand that relationships are a two-way street. You can't just look for people to pour into you. You've got to be somebody who pours into others too. Bring value, bring positivity, be the kind of person you want to attract. Support others, encourage others, celebrate their wins, not just your own. When you build a circle where everybody is pushing each other forward, everybody wins. Iron sharpens iron. Strong people build strong people. And let me just leave you with this sometimes. The hardest part of growing isn't learning new skills or building new habits. Sometimes it's letting go of old relationships that no longer fit who you're becoming. It hurts, but it's necessary. You can't carry everybody with you. Some people are only meant to be part of your story for a season, not the whole journey. And that's okay. Surround yourself with greatness, and you'll start to see greatness in yourself. Protect your circle like your dreams depend on it, because they do. One of the biggest lessons life will teach you, if you're paying attention, is that success doesn't come to the people who wait for motivation to strike. It comes to the people who stay consistent even when they don't feel like it. Everybody gets excited when they're motivated. That's easy. Anybody can put in work when they're feeling good, when everything's clicking, when they're seeing results. But the real winners, the ones who make it, they show up on the days when they're tired, when they're frustrated, when it feels like nothing is moving. They don't wait for a feeling to drive them. They move anyway. Consistency is the secret sauce. It's not glamorous. It's not flashy. It's not going to make you feel like you're on top of the world every day, but it's the thing that separates the people who dream about success from the people who actually taste it. Every small action you take, day in and day out, it stacks up. It builds momentum, and that momentum turns into habits, and those habits turn into a lifestyle. That's how you change your life, not in one big moment, but in 1,000 small, faithful steps. The problem is, too many people quit too soon. They get started, they're hyped up, They're ready to conquer the world, and then the first bad day comes and they throw in the towel. They don't see the instant results and they think it's not working. But growth isn't instant. Change isn't instant. You can't plant a seed and dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You have to trust the process. You have to water it, nurture it, protect it, even when you can't see what's happening underground. Same with your goals, same with your dreams. You've got to get up every day and put your hand to the plow, even when you're not feeling it. You've got to push through the boredom, the doubts, the distractions. You've got to show up for yourself on the days when no one's clapping for you, when no one's patting you on the back, when no one even notices the work you're putting in. Because that's where character is built. That's where champions are made. And listen, it's not about being perfect. You're going to have off days. You're going to stumble. You're going to fall short sometimes. But consistency isn't about never messing up. It's about never giving up. It's about having the discipline to get back up and keep going, even when it's messy, even when it's hard. It's about saying, I might not have done it perfectly today, but I'm not quitting. I'm still in the game. Discipline will carry you when motivation runs out. And it will run out. Life's going to hit you with challenges. You're going to have days when you're tired, when you're stressed, when it feels like everything is stacked against you. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days when showing up, even if it's just a small effort, keeps the fire alive. Progress isn't about making massive leaps every day. Progress is about moving forward, even if it's just 1 inch at a time. You've got to fall in love with the process, not just the payoff. You've got to learn to appreciate the work, not just the reward. Because the truth is, most of your life is going to be spent in the journey, not standing at the finish line. If you can find joy, discipline, and fulfillment in the process itself, you've already won. Every great thing you see, every business built, every champion crowned, every dream realized was built on the back of ordinary days when someone chose to be consistent. Not just when they felt like it, not just when it was easy, but every single day, brick by brick, step by step. You want to change your life. Show up. Show up when it's hard. Show up when it's boring. Show up when no one's watching. Show up for your goals, for your dreams, for your future. Because if you can stay consistent, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. Consistency ain't always sexy, but it's always powerful, and it's the key that unlocks the life you've been praying for. Now let me tell you something. Everything we've talked about today, it all comes down to one simple truth. You are responsible for your own growth. Every single day you get a choice. You can stay where you are, or you can take a step forward. You can keep talking about what you want, or you can start doing what it takes to get it. Building small habits, setting clear goals, learning something new every day, surrounding yourself with the right people, and showing up even when you don't feel like it, that's the real work. It's not glamorous. It's not always exciting. But it's the difference between living with regret and living with purpose. A better life, a stronger you, a bigger dream. It's all waiting for you on the other side of daily discipline and relentless faith. You already have everything you need inside you. You don't have to wait on anybody to hand you permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need to start and keep going, day by day, step by step, decision by decision. The only thing standing between you and the life you dream about is the work you're willing to put in when nobody's clapping, when nobody's watching, when it's just you, your dreams, and your determination. Bet on yourself. Invest in yourself. Stay consistent, and I promise you, your future self will thank you for the work you're putting in right now. The best version of you is waiting, but you've got to go get it.